Facebook page. Does awesome stuff. So check out the video that we posted this morning and tell us what you do. So it's called tricking, right?
So basically, when I started Invincible Worldwide about 5-6 years ago, it was an idea. It wasn't just martial arts or tricking or motivation, any of that. It's the idea that no matter who you are, what you look like, what your background is, where you come from, no matter where you start, you can become where you want to be. If you train yourself physically and mentally, you stay focused on that journey, you can get to where you want to go. Simple. So martial arts or tricking becomes the medium for that. So my vision, I want to empower everyone around the world to become invincible, essentially. You believe you can do anything. That's the aim. And so tricking, I like tricking because it takes the human body to the next level. When we teach martial arts, we don't stick to one style of martial arts. We don't even say we teach a style. We say we teach what we call functional martial arts. The name we give it's called peak performance martial arts. And what it is it's a maximize your speed, your power, your strength, your skills, instead of saying you're gonna beat somebody down. So that's how it started.
So how do you distinguish that form of the functional martial arts? How do you distinguish that between like kickboxing,
like other martial arts,
MMA?
The way we distinguish it is I don't want our students to walk away saying, oh, I know Kung Fu, I know Taekwondo, I know kickboxing, because style separates people, I want to say my students can walk away with a 1-inch punch, like power. They can tap someone before they can react, speed. They can do finger push-ups on their thumbs, It's practical capabilities that you can apply in every single life. It's just exactly like CrossFit. You train so that you get functional strength, rather than just going to the gym and you just get bigger muscles, but it's not functional, So same thing, I want to apply that to martial arts where it's not just a style that you're learning, but you're actually learning capabilities. Plus you're also learning self-defense as well.
Right. Yeah. So I do a lot of work with MMA sort of stuff. So if I was to go into a class, and it's my first day a week, is it like what does the program look like? Is it groundwork? Is it striking?
Yeah.
Is it everything? Or?
So in terms of the actual techniques, the background of the program is Kung Fu, Taekwondo, Wing Chun, and a lot of Jeet Kune Do. So a lot of striking. A lot of striking. Not so much groundwork. Okay. That's why tricking works really well with it, because tricking is a lot of kicks and acrobatics.
Flexibility.
Okay.
Cool. I've got an idea of what it might look like.
Cool. So is it similar to when you watch like a Bruce Lee movie, all the shit they're doing?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's flipping around like high kicks to the face.
Sort of, yeah. The core of it isn't about beating somebody down. Because for us, we're not into violence. We're against all that violence. So we don't say we do MMA. We take it more. I believe in more the art of martial arts, and the art. In the old days, my background, my first art is Kung Fu. I've been doing it for about 16 years. And Kung Fu, when you translate the word in Chinese, it doesn't mean a martial art. It doesn't mean fighting. Kung Fu, when you translate it, means perfection through hard work. Like perfection of your body through hard work. Painting could be Kung Fu because you perfected it through a lot of discipline, dedication, and so on. And so what it means is actually always be improving yourself all the time, no matter what you're doing. So to me, when you're training, whether it be CrossFit, whether it be calisthenics, whether it be strength, martial arts, whatever it is, if you perfect the art of you perfect the art of your body, you perfect the art of the technique, that's Kung Fu. And that to me is the art of martial arts.
So you said you've been doing it 16 years?
Yeah.
When did you start?
I started when I was, I'm 26 now, so I started about 10 years old.
So this is how it led you into your sort of your life journey through learning Kung Fu? Is that where it started?
So I was doing martial arts all of high school. And at the same time, I was reading a lot of motivational books and seminars and things like that. I read a lot of philosophy and things like that. Also, while most people were out playing games and hanging out and stuff, I'd make sure I'd be at home studying and stuff. If I go out, I make sure I come up early. My friends always be like, "Oh, why you dog us so early?" and stuff. But I just felt inside I needed to do something. I just needed to discover this thing, So by the time I finished high school, I was already like training 4 hours a day, every day for like years. And
no one else is like that you knew?
Yeah.
So you had no friends that did this with you?
No one.
Okay.
No one. This
It's
was
like
it's
like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was like lonely journey, man.
Did you come through by yourself, or you went somewhere?
I learned at a different place, but I trained at my at home all the time. So what we teach, like I said, it's not just martial arts or training. We have 3 different programs that we provide for people. One is the tricking program, where it's like a lot of acrobatics, a lot of flexibility, a lot of really high tricks and things like that. And then the other one's the functional martial arts program. And then the last one's what we call Invincible Kids program. It's like a little kids program.
Obviously, you use the martial arts as like a form of fitness.
Yep.
Do you sell that to people? Do you say, hey, you can come do this as like the end point of your training? Like you can not necessarily put the weights away forever. It's like, but this is, we preach CrossFit as like, this is the training that you need for the rest of your life. Like it incorporates everything you need.
Yeah.
Is that how you sell, what you offer?
That's definitely what we offer.
Yeah.
I don't know if we sell it. When someone asks what we do, we just blatantly tell them our mission is to empower them to be physically and mentally extraordinary.
Right.
And I think on that journey, it's a lifelong journey. I'm always learning. I'm constantly learning every day. And I'll make sure my team's always learning. And I think when you're on that journey to improve yourself, you're doing it every day of your life. If you value yourself, if you know you're here for something, you're gonna try to do something every day of your life to do better, to be better. Whether it be learning about your body, whether it be learning about mechanics, whether it be learning about your psychology, or peak performance, or about business, or about life, whatever it is, there's always more to learn.
So just go back quickly to the training. So I know you have like sort of mental training and physical training.
Yep.
Do you sort of combine them? Like do you do some like crazy static hold that's meant to like push the mind's limits, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of something you do that's like sort of like mental toughness training through physical training?
Or like, maybe like on Monday and then on Wednesday we do this and then on Friday we do this.
Yep. Okay. So one of the exercises we do is called tiger claw. Tiger claw is where you stand there and you put your arms out like this and you clench and relax, clench and relax, clench and relax, right? And
you just like not holding anything.
Not holding
your arms are in a T and you just...
That's it, yeah. And you hold for, depends on the level, but normally it's about 10 minutes. You hold it there for. And
holy shit.
Yeah. And it's a lot of, it works your forearms and works your shoulders. Yeah. It's really good.
For like endurance?
It's endurance.
Right.
Endurance, a lot of endurance. And throughout, we all, we have a rule where if you drop it, we all start again. So no one can drop.
Shit.
And we incorporate different screams. Like I'll say, pain is what, and everyone's got to scream, pain is temporary, glory lasts forever. So it's got to build into them that even though your body's screaming for you to give up, it's just like life when it's odds stacked up against you. You just gotta push through it. It's your mind that pushes through it, not your body. You know what I mean? So you've got to reach that limit and you gotta keep pushing through it. And everyone gets through it. Everyone gets through it. As a team, it's a family thing. We don't let anybody down. Everyone gets through it, and so on. But obviously, a beginner, we wouldn't push them to 10 minutes. We'll do it like 5 minutes, and then you get used to it. I like those exercises because it builds tone, it makes you lean, and gives you strength as well. So we do incorporate a lot of different mental stuff in there.
Do you feel like you built your own personal mental toughness through your training, or was there anything that like maybe some different circumstances growing up? In high school, you obviously gave up a lot of the social aspect.
I've always knew I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be something more. So I didn't have any skills. I didn't have anything with me. I just had ambition. That's all it was. And I guess I try to teach that to people now. Over the years, I've been blessed to work with corporate millionaires to run our seminars for a whole bunch of different millionaires. But at the same time, I've worked with like disadvantaged kids. So I've been blessed to work with a wide variety of people. And after many years of working with these people, I've learned there are 3 types of people. The first type of person is what I call the mediocre person. Mediocre person, they always they're average. You can think of someone who just every day just move it's the same.
Just plodding through life.
They're playing games, they go out, and there's nothing
Live
more.
for the weekend.
That's it.
Job that they hate.
It's exactly right. And man, it's the worst. I used to work full-time job, and I ask, what is that you look forward to? And they go, oh man, my weekend. You think about it, your weekend's like 2 days out of your 7.
And you're hungover for like.
And you're exactly right. You don't remember it. You know, what kind of life is that? So 2 out of 7 that you're happy. The other 5 you're miserable. What kind of life is that? That's mediocre life. The second type person I've realized there is what I call the achiever. The achiever wants to get out there. They want to achieve great things. They want to be successful. They want to make money. They want to be famous. They want to get out there. I used to try to be like that. And I guess after a while, you learn that there's actually more to life, you know? Jim Carrey, he says, I wish everyone's rich and famous, only to realize that it's not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know? And so I believe the third type person is especially what us our generation, we want to be now, is what we call the hero. The hero is you want to get out there, you want to become great, but you do it for a bigger purpose. You know, all of us, this day and age, all of us, we want to not work in 9 to 5. We all want to, at the end of hours, make a difference. You know what I mean? We all want to do something that matters. Yeah. We all want to do something that we know. Damn, I've impacted the world, or I've impacted even one person. I've made a difference. Yeah. The feeling of matter, being able to say you matter.
Yeah.
Because we've seen our fathers, our grandfathers, and so on before us working 9 to 5 job, working hard, and all that. But at the end of the day, there's no satisfaction.
No.
So
and they try and push that on you as well. And
exactly.
It's really hard to communicate to them that it's look, I know the life that you led maybe feels like the right path, you know, because I'm here because of you, because you created a family and stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, can they really say, you know, that's what I want to do with my life?
The world's different. You know, the world's different today.
It's hard for them to know that and communicate that.
Exactly.
You know, especially with Asian parents and Asian grandparents, I suffer with the same thing. It's hard to communicate to them, you know. Their path to success looks like high school good grades, university degree,
work
9 to 5.
That's it, start a family.
That's not how it works.
Man, my parents are exactly the same. Yeah. Like my dad sort of understands, but when I quit my job to do Invincible full time, my mom didn't talk to me for like a week. But now it's taken off, and now I've proven to it's okay.
That's really cool.
So do you have many people that sort of like come to tricking to like learn tricking or lose weight or whatever it is and change the rest of their life? Like, you know, what they never expected.
Yeah, we get these stories all the time, and to me, it's something that's why we do what we do. Especially over Christmas and New Year's, we get hundreds of messages saying, thank you so much for this year. You've changed my life this year. You've set me a new direction, and all these things. For example, I just got a message just yesterday, and this is a bit more. This is not out of the usual. We did a seminar for this girl, and she comes from a special school, like a behavioral school. She doesn't have parents, she doesn't live with her parents and so on. And she's got very dark history, like very a lot of self-harm in the past, and a lot of really negative child abuse. A lot of different things. And after we did one of our school seminars with her, she started to join our classes. And she's been training with us for a bit less than a year, about 8 months. And for the past 8 months, she's improved a lot. And every now and then I see her in class, say hi to her and stuff like that. But recently she messaged us and she told us her past, and all these things, and she said, without you guys, I would have literally, been gone. She was at that point where she was, I guess, life was just really tough on her, So I always tell my team, we never take for granted everyone that comes in our door. We make sure everyone that comes in gets a positive experience. We have to be their role models. We have to invite them into our family, because you never know what's going on with that particular person, And so she said to us, thank you to your team that was so positive and so encouraging, that now I'm on a better track. And so now when she gets angry, she goes for a run, or she does something awesome. So, and she lost like 9 kilograms in the last 2 weeks or something. All these amazing things. So it's something that we don't take for granted. It's
Yeah, something we see here as well. You can't make awesome gains in the gym and not have it affect the rest of your life.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, your body, your mind, your emotions are very connected. Yeah. If you're sick, physically sick, how does your mind feel? You feel crap. Yeah. But same thing. If your mind is really negative, what affects your body as well? It affects your body language, affects your posture, and you carry it where you go. So
you have incredible posture, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm just sitting here. I'm slumping and shit. I just can't. I gotta keep up. Do you specifically train your posture, or has it just always been like that?
I don't know, man. I think it's the training that we do. Yeah. Kind of just
I need to incorporate some tricking posture stuff.
not tricking it. It's actually the.
Tiger claw.
Tiger
claw. That's what it is.
But back to your question, it's all related, man. It's if you train your body, your life improves. Simple. And I'm sure you guys have heaps of success stories where because you improve their bodies, improve their strength, man, they go back to their lives and feel so much better.
Yeah.
So it's definitely very connected.
Yeah, it's all it's definitely relative to all different sort of people. Even if it's someone that's young and they've had a good life, it's something as simple as just improving their training all the time. They're more motivated to train. They're about to throw in the towel and they're like, no, I'm just going to play it out for a while.
Exactly.
But now it's something as simple as, or something greater than I'm a better husband now. I'm a better father because I have more energy. Or That's things that we just don't expect. Yes, those are the more extreme cases, but it's really cool to see that sort of stuff. And especially around the New Year and the Christmas, people kind of get that inspiration for the rest of the year. So all the emotions are coming out, and it's like you're on the receiving end, which is nice.
It's nice, but it shouldn't be that way. It should be throughout the whole year.
So a bit back, you mentioned that you work with some big CEOs and stuff. So how do you get those opportunities? Do they seek you out, or just word of mouth?
I mean, we started out just doing schools, and then I think we were blessed to be partnered up with large organizations that were working with schools.
Okay.
And so they connected us with corporates and so on. And it sounds all good. I've done all that, but it was a struggle, man. It was a struggle to get our name out there. We had to do a lot of free gigs, and we had to do a lot of things. And every gig that we did has to be the best that we could. And I always have philosophy, whatever that we do, we always 10x that. So, for example, our motivational seminars that we do, we charge about $2,000 an hour. So we make sure we give $20,000 value. Everything we do. Our kid someone comes into our program and they pay, let's say, $15 a class or $20 a class. We give $200 worth of value to that person. They walk out, they have to get that kind of value. And I think if you keep doing that, no matter what, no matter what it is, then your name gets out. Because I think your name is more important than the money or than anything else. Because your name's in that. I did a commerce degree, and got a sales manager role at Irwin Tools. It's a tools company. And
do you like backflips and stuff?
Sorry?
Do you like backflips?
Oh man, I did. I did.
If I can kick this apple off your head, then you'll buy this $700 hammer.
Oh man, I sold so many accounts. Just doing flips and stuff, man.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's one good sales manager.
Yeah, man. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. My original plan was leave uni, work up the ladder, as a manager or whatever, and start my own business at the same time. But getting into that game, I looked at my manager. He was stressed out. I was like, I don't want to be like that. He was getting shit from the bottom and from the top, and I thought, man, I don't want to live that life. And I've always struggled with, I guess, taking orders. I've always struggled with working under people. So I thought, I need to take this on full time, And part of my job before was I had to go regional. I had to go to Newcastle every 2 weeks and so on. If I did that, I wouldn't be able to do what I wanted to do here. So I thought I'll quit the job.
How old were you when you did that?
22, I think, if I'm correct. 22, 23.
And how did you go about it? Did you sort of build up your Invincible business while you were at the ordinary job?
I wasn't as committed to that work.
Heart wasn't in it.
My heart wasn't in it. So I did as much as I could, but literally I was working 8 hours a day, but literally 4 hours of that day would work on Invincible.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting in my car, man, writing plans and stuff. Yeah. No one would do it, no. And I always leave early and stuff. But I think that time, what was it, for about 2 years, that time, every single day, 4 hours a day doing the work in Invincible, that's how it took off. So then by the time I quit my job, it was already starting to take off. Yeah, so it was okay.
Do you still hang out with any of the guys that you knew in high school? Is that those connections being lost?
I've had to make a really tough decision because like they say, you're the average of the 5 people you hang around.
Yeah.
That's why I hang out with tall people to me.
I should start doing that too. But man, I got to a point where I was into the business, and man, I had so many haters when I started. As you would. So many people, you can never do that. You can never start a business. You never, you got no background in business, whatever. And so I always said to myself, I'll prove you wrong one day. As simple as that. But it got to a point where every time I go out to parties and stuff with them, the stuff they talk about wasn't interesting to me. They weren't talking about anything that fueled my passion. I didn't feel like I was going anywhere. So I just made a decision. It was tough. It was really tough. I had to speak to a lot of people, different people, to see if I was doing the right thing. But eventually I said, that's it. I'm going to cut myself away from that. And it's the funniest thing, man. Like when people don't see you for about 6 months and stuff, then they support you. It's like if I saw my friends every week, they see my business growing and stuff. They don't recognize it. They still see you as the same. But after about 6 months, and then they see the business grow, the haters, they come back and say, "Oh, can I help you? Can I be a part of what you're doing?" And I'm like, "Man, where were you 6 months ago?" But so these days I still see them every now and then for birthday parties and stuff like that. But I don't spend a lot of time with them. I try to elevate myself in the sense where I spend time with people higher than I am. There's a book by a really young entrepreneur. His name is Jack Delosa. Book's called Unprofessional. He says, be the dumbest person in the room. Everywhere you go, be the person that's like the dumbest person in the room, so that everyone around you is like crazy.
Who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, you do get a lot smarter than you are.
I think it's the same thing as well. Like with our training.
No, I agree.
With our training,
exactly.
You just want to be the weakest person in the room, and you get the strongest straight away.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Yeah. And that's why Cam's been really good when he's been back, because he's like, he's intelligent.
Yeah.
And fussy. So he makes you clean the gym more often than he wants. Don't worry, he's not listening to this, so it's all good. Wait, is he in the gym? No, he's still got fine. So a question that we ask all viewers, even though I missed the last episode, but that's okay because I knew the answer anyway, was how does a lot of successful people have a pretty decisionless sort of morning start to their day? So like the less, every day you start with a certain amount of decision-making power and willpower, and the less decision you can make throughout a day will give you more opportunity to spend that willpower and time doing other things like growing your business and mentoring people and being motivating to your students. So what does a morning routine look like for you? Is it the same every single day?
I have to stick to a routine. I can't wing it.
I knew it. Here we go.
And I'm pretty sure it'll be the same with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
I think if you want to be professional in everything you do, top athletes, top peak performers, they have a routine. No one really wings their day. No one says, I want to wake up or whatever. I've learned that the hard way. I mean, I went through a stage where in high school I was like working hard. I had a routine, 4 hours a day. And then throughout uni, I was winging it because I was growing the business, working a lot in the business, so I couldn't train as much. So a lot of it was winging, and I felt it wasn't good. So now I'm back into a routine, and basically I wake up, I do my conditioning. I wake up, I have like an hour of conditioning and basics.
What time do you normally wake up?
I wake up, I try to get up at about 6 every day. do my training, and I'll say an hour, but always 2 hours. I always end up being 8 o'clock, and then have breakfast and so on.
And what does that look like? Just an example of what you do today.
Of training?
Yeah.
I do a lot of, so I always love skipping, because they say skipping is equivalent to 10 times. Yeah. So double unders, 20 times. Yeah.
You don't do any double unders?
I mix it up.
Oh, come on, bro, you got doubles.
Way to go, mate. They probably doing it with the chain.
I like to. I don't like the nylon ropes because I like normal ones, light ones, because then you have to use your arms a lot more. A lot. I start with a lot of cardio, and then we do 1 minute punches. So like I've got a dummy, 1 minute full on smashing it, and then 1 minute kicks, both legs. And then I move into push-ups, different variations, one arm, one finger, and we do a lot of ab work, and a lot of legs, so the 3 main functions. And then I move into my basics, like my kicks. We have 7 basic kicks, 10 of each. I don't really do the tricking in the morning, leave that till later. And then finish off with like really good meditation in the morning.
And is that by yourself? And where do you do it, like in your house?
I've got a backyard and I've got a training room in my house. If I feel like it, I might go to the local park and train at home.
And then what do you have for breakfast?
Cereal. It's not that great, but it's easy. So I'm not. To me personally, I like to be go. I don't like to spend a lot of time preparing meals. I just I need to.
Do you feel like though at some point, like have you ever felt like your nutrition though has kind of maybe led to? Have you ever felt like dips in your energy throughout the day, like huge peaks and valleys, like some brain fog, some lack of motivation, because when people come to me with those symptoms, the first thing I always turn to is their nutrition, not necessarily their training. Is that something you've experienced, or are you just kind of one of those guys that just kind of burn it all as the same fuel?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people tell me that, but to be honest, I don't experience that in terms of nutrition. I try to eat clean, but I'm not like a nutrition expert. I don't like. It's something that I've got to constantly be working on. But throughout the day, I feel good. Like it's not and I think it's the workout as well. Be consistent with your workouts, consistent with your training, and you keep your goals in front of you. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward.
And what are you have training goals? And what are those like? Are they like moves that you want to master, or are they like competitions?
It's like a world championship or something. Tricking.
Sort of. I mean, these days I don't really look into competitions because I don't really believe in.
But they do exist for tricking.
We host them. We host a lot of tricking competitions.
So is it pretty big in Australia?
It's getting bigger. We're in a way, I guess we can call it. We were hired by ISCA, which is like International Sports Karate Association, and they made us sort of like the ambassadors of tricking in Australia. So we host a lot of the events.
So you're like the biggest crew?
Sort of. I wouldn't want to say that, but we help out.
If you get sponsored by Red Bull, it's game over.
We're talking to them at the moment. So.
I knew it!
Because we went to Korea last year for a Red Bull competition.
Oh, cool.
So tricking is growing, and Red Bull held 2 competitions to suss it out, to see what they can do with it. It's just like breakdancing.
I saw the videos from it and stuff. Have like that platform, and then everyone's kind of around. So we went to Korea for that in last year, and and we spoke to the guy organising from Red Bull, and he said, and we told him, how about we hold a qualifier in Australia? We'll talk to you about that. So see how it goes. So sort of finishing up, I just wanted to ask, like, if you had sort of 3 recommendations that you would give to people in terms of things that you've learned from. Maybe it's a documentary or a book, or it's even just a video online. Kind of what are the first things that kind of come to your mind? You mentioned unprofessional before. I don't know if that might be one of them.
That's a good one. I recently released a video on YouTube because we recently released a program called the Alphas program, and so what that is to me, an alpha is someone who like an alpha male, alpha female, and someone who's not so much what you think of as like, you know, the brute and kind of thing. To me, an alpha is someone who all the girls love and all the guys want to be. The guy who's fresh, the guy who dresses well, who talks well, who communicates well, physically strong, mentally strong. You know, that to me, that's an alpha. And in that video, we talk about 3 things I guess, that makes an alpha. First one is train like a beast. So having intensity. Number 1 is intensity. When you train to 110%, 120%. You don't just come to a workout and just do it. You know, you do it with the intention. You do it with focus. You do it with the intention to move forward. You know, so having that intensity in every aspect of your life, so that you perform at a high level. The second thing is to act like a gentleman. To have charisma. You know, to have the ability to, you know, not be cocky, not be arrogant, but at the same time not be passive. You know who you are. Be a proper person, you know, and respectable. Everywhere you go, I always teach my students, everywhere you go, look people eye to eye. You know, you never look down on people, you never look up at people, you know. It's just, we're all human beings, we're all the same. So everywhere you go, treat people nice, you know, and treat people nice. Yes. That's it, it's simple, you know. And the last thing is conquer like a king. So ambition. The last thing is have ambition. Know more for yourself. You know, don't just say, yeah, I think I can get there, so I'll try it. You know, say, yeah, that's where I want to go. Arnie was a mad example of that. You know, he says, I want to go there. I want to do this. I want to make it happen.
Where can people find out more about Invincible Worldwide?
Pretty much Google Invincible Worldwide.
Yep.
And we pop up on
Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube. Website. Yeah.
If they want to get the tricking, do they come to a course? What do they do?
Yeah, just on the website, they can put in their name and email, and we have a special offer online. They get a free membership pass.
Oh, cool.
They get a whole bunch of other benefits on there as well. So go online, it's the best way to do it.
Yeah. For anyone and everyone, as we know. Yeah, there's plenty of curriculum. So
don't just lift weights, you can do flips as well.
Yeah, so thanks so much for being on the show.
No worries.
And it's really good to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We gotta explore these push-ups. Do you need to warm up or anything?
Can you do finger push-ups? You do finger push-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try. And I'll try something with you guys. Some 3 fingers.
So what? Thumb and then?
Yeah. 3 fingers.
Oh.
Yeah. Good.
No way.
Easy. 2 fingers. Try.
That's a fist. Come on, Bob.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I think I got the same.
I almost snapped that.
Can you do thumbs? Ready?
Oh, shit.
We get a video.
So with punch, I'm straight like this, okay? And in front of me, yeah, just come a little bit closer. So facing me, that's right, your arms a bit longer. Now, it's an arm wrestling exercise, so it's arm wrestling, pretty much, yeah? Keep your arms straight the whole time, never bending your elbows. So what it is, think of a square, okay? So you're going to push it up, across, down. That's it. Mine's up, across, down. Okay? So the first time, arm wrestling, let's go.
Jesus.
So it's a good exercise where you push me up, that's your biceps, across, your shoulders, down, your triceps. Okay? Keep going. And we don't do this for about 15 minutes, so it's a lot of good endurance. It's fun. Come on.
I got it.
It's good. If someone punches you, this is how you block it, you know?
Keep that in mind.
Come on, go, give me over.
I'm second energy system.
Go on, give me over.
Oh, I'm tapping out.
Oh, we're fatigued. That's funny. We're going to be doing this, don't worry.